Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. So, say that you're an investor. Just pretend. It's not too much of a stretch for some of you. And I want to tell you about an idea I have for a conservation network. It'll have 470 chapters in communities all across America, in every state. It'll have 500,000 paid members. It'll have 50 education centers that serve 1 million people a year, most of them underserved kids. It'll touch 4 million people through its communications channels, through its magazine, and through its websites. And you'd say, wow, that's going to be really expensive to build. And I'd say, actually, that's our installed base. That's Audubon. So you'd say, well, sure, you've got a great brand. Sure, it may be the best known brand in conservation, but being an investor, you'd say, how was your year last year? And I'd say, let me tell you about 3 conservation victories. Last year, after 20 years of work, 11 million acres of pristine wilderness in Alaska was set aside by the Interior Department. Last year, thanks to a bipartisan vote, an overwhelming vote in our Congress, in a bipartisan effort, BP's penalty monies, up to 80% of BP's penalty monies, will be going to the Gulf Coast to repair coastal Louisiana. And I would tell you, it's a huge victory. And I would tell you that for the first time, this country has guidelines about where to put wind power so that we can get on with rolling out renewable energy, combating climate change, and doing minimal damage to wildlife. And then I would tell you that the only common denominator, besides the Department of the Interior, the only nonprofit that was a part of all 3 of those was the National Audubon Society.